Hey guys, Marstinkin here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and as you will have seen already if you followed me on Twitter, which you should do, at the Marstinkin, or I guess to be fair from the title of this video, you will know that I finally pulled TURLES. So we did the original summon when the banner came out, we did the collab summons with Toon, and didn't go all that well, and so I was left TURLES-less at the end. But over time, obviously building up the stones from the daily login, I did a couple more multis, I think, that I posted the screenshots of. And then, yeah, yesterday morning, I woke up, I got the super lucky Hercule thing. So you got, like, the 3 stones, and that put me to 51. So I did the multi. I'll put it up on the screen. The last few multis that I had on the banner were all, like, weird animations that mean nothing. You know, like 18 and Kid Trunks. And then I'd just get, like, some horrible unfeatured SSR as the GSSR. So for this one, I had Tien, Chaozu, and Yamcha fly in. So at first, there's always that, oh, okay, this could be a featured unit. But then it went into the God animation. So at that point, I kind of gave up hope. Because normally, if you get the God animation with them, you're a lot less likely to even pull an LR, let alone the actual new featured one. But as you can see, he was the first unit that came up. The first SSR even. He was like the 6th card. So yeah, we finally got him. I had a silver level 3 equip that I could give him, because obviously at 24 key he gets that 50% chance to do an additional super, and then that can trigger this if he gets that off as well. So I have actually had a turn using him where he's triple supered. So yeah, I've been leveling his links pretty much non-stop since we got him. So Fierce Battle's up to 9, but as you can see, Brutal Beatdown is still at 4. And unfortunately, the big one, Big Bad Bosses, is still only at 6. So that means it's going to be active when HP is 92% or less. So that's still quite high, but it's not 100%. So it's not going to be active all the time. So we're running him on this double cooler lead team. This is one of my favorite teams to run him on at the moment, because obviously we're going to link him up with the AGL TURLES, and then have the other rotation be a transformed cooler with Golden Frieza. So Golden Frieza can be the main tank, and then Cooler can obviously just go nuts. And then, yeah, we got some supports for the floating. Demon Goddess Toa is really useful to use on these teams, because not only does she provide good support, but if we can get to that turn where we drop below 50% HP, she gives us a 50% heal and gives everyone a buff. So obviously, with the team being fully extreme, they all get that benefit. And like, if we manage to get that to go off on the turn where we have the LR and the AGL TURLES together, his attack stat on that turn will be absolutely ridiculous. But one thing you will have seen, if you do follow me, I did post a screenshot, I think yesterday, of using him. Like, I was impressed when we used him as a friend for those couple of videos that we've done over the last few days, because obviously not having him, that was the only way we could showcase him. And because his leader skill is only 130%, we didn't get to see what he could do under full double 170 leads. And even under that situation, I was still really impressed with the numbers that we were seeing out of him. And so, yeah, like, honestly, when I got to use him on this team, I was kind of blown away by how ridiculously good he is at 55%. Like, I can understand LR's, you know, units with dupes and being at, like, full level 10 links and stuff, hitting the kind of numbers that he can hit. And he does that on turn 1 because he doesn't build up, like, at all. So it's not like he's hitting those attack stats because we're like 10 turns into the event. So yeah, the numbers that he can do as a 55% unit is pretty ridiculous. So when you factor in full level 10 links, because obviously I think the screenshot I posted, I didn't have Big Bad Bosses active, and we were still at like well over 5 million. So of course at level 10 links, Big Bad Bosses will be active all the time. And yeah, he's just going to be absolutely ridiculous. So I think even though I like to use my yellow coins to get either an LR that I don't have, or I will sometimes try and prioritize like one that I use quite a lot but don't have any dupes for, like the physical Angel Vegeta was a good example. And yeah, I think I might just save all of my coins for when TURLES comes into the shop, and by the time he gets into the shop, if I still haven't pulled any dupes for him, I think I'll just buy extra copies of him. So grab this for you. So we got the 24 key, we've got support. Now unfortunately, the LR TURLES army isn't on transformation boost, so they're not getting the buff from Cooler, they're only getting the buff from Toa here. But we got 24 key. Obviously we don't have him linked up with the AGL TURLES yet, so we're not in his best setup. but he still takes double-digit damage from normal attacks. I should have checked what his defense was, but 4.1 million. So pretty good for one support unit, and obviously not his best link partner, no big bad bosses active, etc, etc. Once we get him and the AGL TURLES together, that's where he really starts to shine, because they have a couple of those like sort of obscure attack links that they only really share with each other that are really, really good, like Destroyer of the Universe. So yeah, they're going to look pretty crazy, especially on the turn where we have them together, and then like Kid Buu in slot 3, the god of showcases, so he can have that extra 50% attack and make every unit look insane. But yeah, this rotation is also really good. Like, even though this is a showcase for TURLES, the reason why I run the team like this is because in all the harder events, you just put Golden Frieza in the spot with the most attacks, and then you have Cooler go next. And obviously once he's transformed, he's putting out a ton of damage. Even when you're not against Pure Saiyans, like, he still is really good. Especially because the best build for him is to give him a bunch of additionals anyway. So he puts out a ton of damage, has the chance to do multiple supers. He's not getting guaranteed crits, but as long as you're not fighting like an AGL enemy, you're still going to be good. So I don't know if we can get the 24 key. Oh, yeah, that connecting up there was nice, but this is the only problem I think with him. If there's not a lot of red orbs, obviously his active skill is designed to help you out in that scenario. But here, where we don't have a key support unit in slot 3, even though we were able to pick up 8 orbs, we didn't get him to the 24 key. But I mean, at 24 key, he's obviously ridiculous, because having the attacks effective against all types just makes him hit even harder. So like the attack stats that he puts out is not like a true representation of the amount of damage that he can do, because obviously he's getting that little bit extra from being super effective against all types. And then of course built into that 24 key super passive is the chance to do the additional. I've seen him get additionals of the 12 key at like 3.1 million. And of course, if they're triggering from the fact that you got the 24 key, they're super effective against all types as well. So he ends up putting out a pretty ridiculous amount of damage. So we'll go ahead and transform Cooler here.
You're the first and soon to be the last to witness my ultimate transformation.
Oh yeah, I remember to change the language back to English. I'm not a huge fan of TURLES' English voice, but I don't think we've shown it in English on the video here before, so because I always forget when I transfer the account over, because it always defaults it back to Japanese. Right, so we'll grab these for you, and then these for you. So Frieza's going to be perfectly fine to tank in the first slot here. And we're not on full health, so we saw from our TURLES' links, we only need to be at like 92% to get his big bad bosses active now. So that means that will be active next turn. And I think, oh yeah, next turn is the Kid Buu turn. It's only going to be turn 7 though, so unfortunately if you haven't hit the HP restriction, you can't use TURLES' active skill until turn 8, so we won't be able to use it on this next turn. So hopefully we can get the 24 key. Otherwise, at least from that point onwards, we then have the opportunity to use his active skill. It can be used twice, which is obviously really good. With 2 different turns, you can give yourself that guaranteed 24 key. I've talked about it in the videos before, but like, people underestimate how good that active skill is just because it's like, was it like 5 words or something? It just literally gives you 24 key. But that's what unlocks the second part of his passive, which is the part that makes him so ridiculously good. Oh yeah, I forgot to... so yeah, I actually planned ahead for once. The only problem with this is I should have bought the green plant thing, because to heal off the rotation locking, I have to use a Sensu Beam, which is going to heal us, which means we won't be getting big bad bosses now. So that is unfortunate, but the red orbs came in clutch on this turn, so we can get the 24 key even without the active skill. So as you can see, we got every link active except for legendary power and big bad bosses. So we're missing 25% attack and defense. So what is his defense with Kid Buu on rotation? Is 182. So he is getting quite a big buff from Kid Buu, but 182k defense is very good. So TURLES, AGL TURLES shouldn't finish him off here, although 2.7 attack for him is good. Because remember, my AGL TURLES is full level 10 links as well. So he's obviously at his best here. And there you go, 5.9 million. And that's without big bad bosses active, and he has no dupes. Like, you can clearly see, I think, from these like videos. Oh, and his KO screen looks awesome as well. Let's not forget that. But you can clearly see from these videos like why he's one of the best units in the game. Like if you're someone who's super impressed with LR Jiren, I feel like you can't argue that TURLES is not on the same level. Like at 55%, I think he's possibly one of the best 55% units in the game, just because of the stuff that he can do. Like being super effective against all types and getting an additional super attack when you're an LR is insane. And obviously with the addition of the skill orbs, having that extra chance to give them those abilities when they don't have any dupes is super useful, because like I said, mine only has 3 additional because of the silver equip that I gave him, but I have seen a turn where he has done his 24 key super and then 2 12 key supers, and literally it was on a stage of Infinite Dragon Ball history. I think I was doing the versus Universe 6 one to test the team out for the first time, and he just completely one-shot the entire phase by himself by doing those 3 super attacks. So really a 3-shot, but he did it all by himself. So absolute one-man army, and that's at 55%. So imagine him Rainbow, then level 10 links. So Big Bad Bosses is always going to be active, so 25% extra attack and defense. Big Bad Bosses is one of the best links in the game. The link updates basically made it so that any unit that has Big Bad Bosses has become so much more relevant than they were before the update, just because of that link skill. So how much damage would we take here? We've got 171k defense. That's pretty good. So we use the active skill just so we can.
Did you think you could win against one who regularly dines on the fruit of the tree of might? Looks like victory.
Yeah, his active skill looks awesome, but yeah, something about his voice in English I don't like. I feel like it's too high-pitched, because I know Goku and a lot of the other characters are, in Japanese, their voices are quite high-pitched, but like, I would expect TURLES to sound not exactly the same as Goku, because I know he isn't, like, he's not like Goku Black, but I feel like his voice is just too high-pitched and soft for what I would imagine TURLES would sound like, but there you go. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the voice is different to the voice that's in the dub of the TURLES movie. But that movie's super old, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't one of the ones done by Funimation, so I'm not surprised it's a different voice actor. But yeah, what was that? 5.7 million? It's pretty good. So Big Bad Boss is on top of that. If we could get Toa's passive to go off, like, you could easily hit a 7 million attack stat with this guy, with no dupes. So I honestly can't stress enough, like, people were joking about it on Twitter. I appreciate all the people that posted the memes. Vector from the Discord made the, like, retweet this so Ningen can pull TURLES thing, which I thought was quite funny. So yeah, I mean, I wasn't saying I wanted him because I'm, like, a huge TURLES stan or anything. I mean, TURLES is an alright character, but, like, yeah, I could recognise how ridiculously good this card is and how well it fits into a lot of the teams that I like to run. So I would say he's probably one of my favourite units in the game now. He's just insane. So dupes for him as quickly as possible, please, game. But yeah, it'll be very interesting to see what comes with Saiyan Day. I know it's not really related to TURLES. He is a Saiyan, but he's not really, like, obviously the TURLES crew being on the card means he's not on pure Saiyans or anything like that. But oh, he sealed up Cooler. That was a mistake. I think, does he super attack as every single attack? I feel like I wasn't paying attention in the last turn just because it wasn't the TURLES turn. I was too busy talking about TURLES. But yeah, he's, who have we got in? Yeah, so we got Cooler, so we're not getting a buff here. So this is him now with just the TURLES, essentially, link up with the AGL. So he's still got 185k defense, which is very good. And then, yeah, let's see what attack stat we can get. I mean, obviously, with units like him, it does help, of course, that the fact that the unit you're linking him up with as his best link partner is also giving him a 40% attack buff from his passive. So, yeah, 5.8. So easily clear of 6 million with Big Bad Bosses and when his links are up. And that's with no support unit on rotation, other than the AGL one. And there you go. There's the additional 3.1 on his 12 key super. Both super effective against all types. Can we get the third one? Ah, that would have been nice. But there you go. So TURLES is absolutely ridiculous. I am very glad to have pulled him. Can't wait to try him out in Super Battle Road, but I'm really short on keys, so I'm waiting until the weekend to do some more Super Battle Road stuff. But yeah, he's awesome. So let me know what you guys think down below. I do think most people should probably skip his banner, especially because like he didn't come easily to me. So it's we should probably be saving up for some of the crazy stuff that's going to be coming around the corner. But yeah, it's undeniable that he is an insanely good card. So let me know your thoughts down below. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for my Discord and the merch store. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.